Hey y'all. Whoops. I'm trying to be slick. I'm putting everybody up on the screen saying hey to everybody, and I didn't even have the button hit for live. Oh, geez. It's just been one of those days. It's been one of those weeks, I guess. Anyway, hello and welcome back to Possum Run Homestead live stream with MamaV on Wednesday nights. Live stream, we just talk about whatever's going on, whatever's happening this week. And I told you I was going to spill some beans, and I will. I also have a couple of things here that came in the mail, and they actually came yesterday and today. And I'll show you those in a little bit. Spilling beans don't have anything to do with that. Um, spilling beans was just kind of you saw in the thumbnail, hopefully. If not, I'll actually show you a little bit, but I can't show you everything yet. And who wants to run all the fun anyway? You want to watch it in a video, right? Anyway, let's jump up into chat because I was sitting here doing this before I hit live stream. I didn't realize I had not hit the live stream button yet. So I'm gonna jump up into chat, say hey to some people, and then we'll get going with our live stream. And yeah, so hey, let's see. We got Simply Jan Homestead, Kathy Williams. We have a Nona and Morning Coffee with Mom, Irene Turner. We have Karen Worth and Marisa Fonte, Cassie's Kitchens Creations. We have Hippocrates Garden from Northeast Arkansas. I bet you're colder than I am, even though it is kind of cold here. Working on my off-grid shed to library classroom. Oh, that's really cool. And who we had? Karen Bress, Rose is here, Kathy Florida Girl, Lori Carp. And get on back down here in the chat a little bit. And we have Kathy Palmer, Heather Hopper, Gypsy Trails Randall is here, Paul Honeyman from England, Donna Kay, Brian Wilkerson, Trina Rock, Donna Kay. Oop, did I say that already? Jacqueline Crosby. Tell you my memories, I can't remember what I did 2 seconds ago. Country to Coast, Mike Birch, Nancy Gibson, Melody is here. Whoops. Sorry about that. I did not mean to hide your comment. Hopefully I unhid it. There we go. Melody is here. See what happens when I hit buttons too much? Oh my goodness. Willie Burns is here. James Hall. Kathy is here. Kathy Fitzsimmons. Ray says it's cold here in Western North Carolina. My heart hurts. The people living in tents, we've got some snow in places where the hurricane hit the worst. Prayers are needed. Prayers are going out. It just breaks my heart what's happened over there, and the fact that, we're going into really cold season. And I heard about the snow, and it just broke my heart because I know a lot of people are over there without heat, living in tents, living in donating campers that don't have any power, and even if they have their home and no power, and it's devastating. Prayers to everybody. Joe Jacobson is here too, and Jerry Martin. Will you marry my dad? He needs a good help down there. Like, good one, Jerry. Hi, Marielle. And Rochelle is here. Joseph Compton's here. Hey, buddy. And Julia is here. And Terry. Stephen Kennedy is here. And Godzilla Susanna is here. Hi, Frida. And Dot Roper and Roy. Brown Eyed Girl. And I guess I should read comments before I just put them up on my screen. Hey, hey, C Carp. Um, Hi, Diana. Praying for all those in North Carolina. Thank you. They could really use our thoughts and prayers. I mean, if you don't pray, that's fine too. Just really, take it into your heart, because I mean, these people are suffering, y'all. They are suffering, and yeah, they are, and it's rough. Um, Hide current comment. Why? I don't want to hide anybody's comment. What the heck? Oh, it's still showing. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna get back down into chat now. They need our prayers so badly. They sure do. Hey, Peg. Hey, Judy. They sure do. They really do need our prayers. It's devastating, what they're going through, what they've been through, and what they're going through, and I just absolutely could not imagine. Um, yeah, it's terrible. Um, I'm sitting here worried about having heat in my cabin for the winter. There's people who won't have any at all, or the option to get any, and it just breaks my heart, because I know with some hard work and determination that I can have it here and get it done before winter, and they don't have those options right now. I know people are donating stuff. People are donating stuff like crazy, and people are going into helping out, and they're gathering together and helping each other out, as much as possible. But they don't have what all they need. They really don't. A lot's been donated, but they don't have what they need, and you know, it's it's just devastating, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna go back down to the bottom of chat here. And Nancy Graves says, "We don't realize how lucky and blessed we are till we start looking around us." Amen. Amen. You know, we are so blessed. Um, you might be struggling with one thing, but in the grand scheme of things, is it really that devastating to you? I mean, some people, yes, it is. Um, but when you look at things like this that happen, and disasters like this that happen, and just totally rip apart families and homes, and just the major devastation of all of it is just unfathomable. Makes you really, really give all praise to the fact that you are where you're at and have what you have, and that our little struggles are nothing, compared to what others are going through in their lives. So, right. Hey, out and about with M and D. And Bill's here, my Alaska. I bet you're not real warm up there. Well, you may be, because I mean you're probably prepared for all this cold. But they've already got snow up there. And a lot of the higher elevations already have snow. It's amazing. We just jumped right from summer to winter. We're supposed to have a little bit more warm up here, which I'm really hoping for, because there's still a big long list of things that I need to do before winter, to make this cabin livable for winter, like to be able to get through the winter comfortably and not freeze. Um, but it's coming along, y'all. It really is. I have been working my tail off. My friends have worked their tails off to help me, and um, it's been an amazing journey, y'all. And I could not have done it without them. I could not have done it without my family, my friends. I would not be where I am today without them. And I wouldn't be who I am today without them. Your cabin is really awesome, says Diana. Well, thank you. So close to being finished. Oh, I don't know about finished, Jan, but yeah. Hey, there's Mike, MT Homestead. The Art of Everything with Princess Borealis. How you changed your name? We have the heat on now. The heat on now too. We had a freeze warning, and it got down to 29 here. Good old Illinois. I don't know what it got to last night. I want to show you something. My ring was feeling really funny, and so I fell today. And no worries. I mean, I fall all the time. But I fell today, and this is what happened to my ring. I felt my ring was feeling funny. This is what happened to my ring. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see. That is not round anymore. That is very oblong, egg-shaped. Yeah, and I'm gonna have to see if I can find a way to. I've had that ring forever. It's just a little white gold ring that was given to me by a friend a long, long time ago, and yeah, it's not doing too good. Anyway, sorry, I'm like totally away from chat here. Everybody's saying hey to Mike over at Empty Homestead. Out and about with MND says, "What's the next plan?" The next plan is getting some warmth into here, because you know what? Early this morning, it was cold. In fact, I wore my sweatshirt all day long. I really didn't need to. In the middle of the day, I could have taken it off. But it was really cold last night. I don't know what the temperature was. 30s, I think, low 30s. We had a freeze warning. In fact, it woke me up in the middle of the night with a stupid alarm went off. Freeze warning. But yeah, it was cold. I had a ring do that, MamaV. Don't know how it happened either, says Shallow Acres. Yep, I don't know what the heck. I mean, I'm assuming when I fell, I probably squished my hand down, and yeah. Where are you? When are you insulating? ASAP. In fact, it's happening now. And that's kind of my bean spilling today that I was going to hold off on a little bit, but that. And I'll show you. I will definitely show you. A jeweler can fix that. No problem, says James Hall. Yeah, I need to find a jeweler. Because I've got something else to take in and have them take a look at too. Don't you have a wood stove, says Kathy Florida Girl. I do have a wood stove. And it is sitting over there. Right over there. But it's not hooked up to anything yet. I have to insulate the walls, build a hearth, put stone or tile or something on that hearth, and get all the pieces that I need for the wood stove pipe, and then install all of that. Then I'll be able to have a wood stove fire and stay warm. So that is all in the process of getting ready for winter. So yeah, I do have a wood stove, but it's not an operational wood stove yet. But hopefully it will be soon. I'm working on it. I'm working on it really hard. Karen, I'm good. I'm good. I didn't really hurt myself. Maybe a couple bruises. It's all right. Jewelry store can restore the ring. Yeah, I know. We just don't have a jewelry store around here, so it's a drive. For the 16 years I had a 3-dog night with my huskies. Now it's a 2-cat night, not the same, says Karen. Yep. Yeah. This morning I was like, man, I kind of wish I had some indoor cats, you know? Willie doesn't keep me very warm. He's pretty small. We get the freeze temps and frost this morning here in Ozark, Missouri, says Trina. Yeah, yeah, I bet anybody north of me had to have been cold because it was cold here. Oh, making me all emotional, girl. Fram is amazing. Yes, they are. Absolutely amazing. Definitely. I honestly do not think I would have made it up here without my family. Because not only all the wonderful things they've done for me, but just being there, um, having that community. It's something. I mean, if you don't have it, I guess you wouldn't really understand. But it's something special. Anyway, says she. Um, you're doing a great job, says Charlene. Thank you. Love your cabin. It's coming along great, says Godzilla Susanna. Thank you. Nancy says you've come a long way. Thank you. Those are some big boxes, Mama V. Those are some big boxes. This bottom one I've had for a while. I just wrangled it out of um, a different place in the cabin and brought it in here because I was trying to get it out of the way. And this is my kitchen sink. It is a big old box and it is heavy because it has different parts on it. I've had it for a while, but it is a farmhouse kitchen sink, and it has like the rack and the rack and the cutting board and all that stuff that like fit on it. So it's super heavy. It's only like 30 inches, but I don't know. The box is super heavy. This one came today, and there's a box sitting over there that says what it is that came today, which is an integral part of what I'm fixing to be doing. So I'll show you that in just a minute. All right. Pam says, keep warm. I'm trying. I've got my sweatshirt on and, plenty of blankets on my bed over there. And I got, if it gets too cold, I do have the electric heater, but yeah. Upper Ohio near Michigan. Woohoo! I bet you're cold. Engine Hunter. I've had to run my heat for 2 nights in Georgia. I feel guilty that there are those that the hurricane left behind don't have heat or even a roof over their heads. I do pray. I wish I could do more. I hear you, Gene. Gene, I hear you. Hasn't been as bad up there in Michigan as I thought it would be, weather-wise. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to hear, Shiloh. That's good to hear. Evidently, I have a comment highlighted somewhere. I don't know how to get rid of it. I guess like that. I didn't mean to hide if I hid your comment, I didn't mean to hide your comment. I just was trying to take it off the screen. And I'm so bad at this thing. I'm honestly really, as much as I did as a graphic and web designer, I'm really not internet or technology savvy. I wish I was. Graphics and art, yes. Technology, no. I'm not good at technology at all. And yeah, there's that. Hey, Peter. I love my cat, says Kathy, Florida girl. James Hall, Minnie runs me out of bed with the heat she puts out. Oh, I need one of those. Frost advisory for tonight in Arkansas, said Ace. It's 54 or 60. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. 64, I think he says 54, 64 Fahrenheit now. Thank you for the caps, though. It helps. Moving is hard. No, yes, moving is very hard. Hey, building with Keith and Mickey. They're saying could get as low as 23 in Vermont. Ooh, goodness gracious, Denise. Hey, Sharon. Doing good from South Florida. And then it says, moved into my home over the weekend. I am so sore. My furniture is being delivered this weekend. Very cool. And yes, it's tough moving. And I'm glad you got moved in. That was really cool. I watched your video of seeing the house, and that was pretty cool. Congratulations. Cold and windy in Georgia the last 2 nights. And today, says Melody. Julia says she loves watching the improvements on all the family homesteads. Love the camaraderie at the family. Yes, they are a gem. Hi, Kim. How are you? I know I'm missing comments here, y'all. Sorry. Time for show and tell, Melody. Oh, y'all are getting all antsy tonight. We're only 20 minutes in. Okay, well, we can do that, though. Y'all want me to show you the beans, or do you want to see what came in the boxes? Because there's 2 different things. So I'll let you tell me. 24 here last night and 52 but going to warm up again. Yes, Judy. I think it's supposed to warm up here again too. We're just having a little cold snap. It just reminds us that winter's right around the corner is what it's reminding us of. Everybody hit that thumbs up, y'all. It really helps the algorithm. We have 300 people in chat tonight. Thank you very much for being here. And I guess everybody's waiting for me to spill the beans because we just lost somebody. Come back, come back. All right, I'll spill beans. So what I've been up to. Everybody knows that the house is dried in. Everybody knows that the floors are done and they're amazing. And I have tile in the bathroom that I did. Joel did teach me how to do it and helped me get that first row right. But I did the bathroom pretty much. And then Joel did the laundry room. And that is tile also. That is 12 by 12 ceramic tiles. The bathroom is porcelain stone tiles. And it's all done. It's all grouted. If you saw recently, you saw the amazing little chandelier that was sent to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And was able to get that up. Super dark in there, so I wasn't able to film it. But was able to get that up. I have power in the house. I have the wiring almost all done. I ran out of outlets. So everything is wired except for the loft. Now, I have not done the loft at all yet. Still trying to talk myself into going up there, for one. And then I've got to get some more outlets. And then I'll be able to wire the loft and put the window in the loft, which is something I need to do also. I thought about holding off on that for the winter. But the problem with that is, one, the sunlight, would be nice to have coming through that window. And I need to do the insulation on that wall up there in the loft too. So I really need to actually put the window in and get it in, get it sealed and everything. So yes. But the whole house is done thanks to everybody. And now I'm just working on the interior stuff. Trying to get ready for winter. And ready for winter means heat, insulation, and hopefully plumbing, and maybe septic would be nice. So we'll just kind of see where it goes from here. I'm working personally on this right here, which is insulation. Right there. There you go. Insulation, y'all. This is what I've been working on. Little sneak peek for you. You'll see me do it. You will be seeing me do it soon enough. But yeah. I've never put up a sheet of insulation in my life. And honestly, it's pretty daggone easy. And wearing my gloves, wearing my glasses, wearing long sleeves, and getting it done. So I've got quite a bit done, and I'm really happy with it. And I'm excited about keeping this place warmer than it has been. And especially as cold as it was in here this morning. My goodness. And even right now, sitting here, it's cold. I'm cold. But I got my sweatshirt on, and yeah. Glad you're starting insulation. That will help keep the cabin warm. It will. It will be a big jump. And I don't know how much insulation it'll end up being. I have I've gotten one bag up right now, and I've got another bag that I've started that I probably have half of that bag up. And then I have 5 more rolls out there in the shed, and I'll bring those in. So that should pretty much get me done with most of the walls that I can do right now. Now, I can't do the outside walls. I can't do the back wall of the kitchen. I can't do the side and back wall of the laundry room. I can't do the back and side wall of the bedroom or the side wall of the bathroom yet. All of those will have plumbing in them. So I can't insulate those until I have the plumbing ran, which as soon as I get all this insulation done is the next thing I will be working on. Keep the clothing you're wearing while insulating apart from other clothing. It can cause skin irritation, and please get a mask too, says Joe Jacobson. Oh, see, I didn't know that. It says it's the next generation fiberglass, so it's actually not itching me at all. In fact, I touched it a few times with my hands accidentally without my gloves on, and it never itched me at all. And my clothing isn't itching me at all. So I'm not sure if this particular kind maybe doesn't, bother you as much as other kinds, or what. But I will keep that in mind, Joe. Hey, Barbie. Hey, Texas. Yeah, who doesn't? Do you have enough to finish the insulation? No, Melody, I don't. I will still probably need 2 more of the big bags. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll probably need 2 or 3 more of the big bags. Actually, I'll need a lot more than that. I'm forgetting about the gable end walls. Yeah, I'll need quite a bit more. But, for now, it's at least I'm getting started on it. And we'll see how far I get with the 5 rolls that I have out in the shed, and go from there. That should get all the stuff that I can do right now besides the gable walls done. And I might be able to start on some of the gable walls. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll do as much as I can with the insulation that I have, and then when I get paid again, then I will get some more and go from there. Electric insulation, yay, says Trina. Thank you. Hey, John, how are you? Made a pot of chili today, says Shannon. Oh, that sounds so good. Thank you, Pam. Pam says, well done. I'm kind of thinking that, like, people that are watching the replay, they don't necessarily get to see chat or be able to see chat, like, in real time, like we're talking now. So it would really make better for me to kind of put the comment up on there so they can see it too. It's just hard for me to do because every time I touch this screen, because I'm doing this on the phone, it risks me hitting something I shouldn't hit because I am so technologically challenged that yeah. There is Making It Home. Lauren says, thinking about John when she was doing her tax classes. Glad you're starting the installation. That will help keeping the cabin warm, says Charlene. Yes. It will. It will help a lot. Thank you, Ace. Ace says you rock, Mama V. Millie, thank the Lord. Glory. Yeah, thank the Lord. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Sharon says making it. Mama V, you should be so proud of yourself for building your own home. It's beautiful and amazing. Awesome. It is. It is awesome. But, and yes, I built my home, but I couldn't have done it without my friends. So always remember that, because that's the most important part. Without all the helping hands, without all the love that went into this, it wouldn't be here. It would not be standing here today. Are you spending the night in the cabin? Julia Johnson says. Every once in a while, yes. Keeps going up. Yep. Paul, time out. Ooh. All right, yo. I'm going to jump back down to the bottom of chat again. No reception, losing you. Try again next time. Stay warm, y'all. Good night. All right, Engine Hunter. You take it easy. What was the beans? Did you spill them yet? Says John Clausen. I did. I'm doing insulation. Right here. Look. I'll show you one more time. I started insulation on the walls. Got a little bit done. Something new for me. Something I have never done before. But I was shocked by how easy it is and how, it's going pretty quick. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. It's actually something I'm enjoying. I hated wiring. I absolutely hated wiring. I'm gonna hate plumbing too. I can tell you that right now. But I'm kind of liking the insulation. It's kind of fun. But yep, next step towards getting this place warm in here. Ooh, and I killed 2 giant wolf spiders in here. Ugh, I know, killing things, but I ain't catching them and letting them go, because I don't want them here. But yeah, they were big. They were big, and inside the cabin, y'all. And I don't know how they got in here. I've got a little gap, at the bottom corner of the door, of the front door, that I'm not really sure how to seal yet. I think my little door sweep is messed up on the bottom of it, and so I got to figure out how to either put a new sweep on there or something, however, to fix that, because there is sunlight there. There's daylight there, and I found some gaps in some of the where the walls go together at the very top, and then at some of the corners and stuff, and I filled those. I went around and filled what I could with silicone, and so I'm hoping that I've been able to keep more out. But I'm sure that will be a long process of finding all of the little gaps and crevices and holes that they might be able to get in through, and getting those sealed up the best I can. Leave it as it is, Mama V, and the comments are in time 12 hours after the live is done. Oh, cool. Very cool. Gotta run, says Bill. Have a good day, everyone. You too. Stay safe up there in Alaska. John says, how is the lumber drying? Is it trying to twist or anything? I'm not seeing any twisting, John. Everything seems to still be laying pretty flat. there is quite a bit of weight on stuff. Of course, the stack of the lumber keeps the other lumber below it. But even the top boards, even my little 1/2-inch boards aren't really twisted. I don't see any twist in those right now. Of course, I have a lot of things sitting on top of them, and just weighting them down, trying to keep them strapped and keep them straight. They still kind of feel wet, but I figured they probably would for a little while. We'll see. I mean, it's going to be a little while before I get to needing this wood anyway. So even for building the doors and stuff, won't be for a little while. And so I'll get to that when I get to that, and hopefully it will have dried by then. And the lumber outside looks awesome. It's stacked up right there, and it still looks awesome. Make sure I didn't miss anything else up here before I jump back down to the bottom. Fiberglass. Didn't know fiberglass would do that. Oh, I must have missed something. Have one room fully insulated before winter. You will have a warm space. Yeah, I mean, I will have everything insulated, you know, before winter. I'll have everything insulated except the back wall of the back and side of the laundry room, the back of the kitchen, the back and side of, and one side of the bedroom, and the one side of the bathroom, because I need to run the plumbing in those. So when I run the plumbing in those, then I can start insulating those as I run that plumbing. I don't think it'll take that much to run that plumbing. It's just, it's a mental thing, I think. I don't know what I'm doing. So it's kind of a mental thing of convincing myself that I can do it, and I can do it correctly, and just getting it done. But this also needs to be done, and done before winter. So, you know, pick your poison here and just start on what you can do. And I'm enjoying this insulation, so I'm working on that first. It's still fiberglass, and a friend's parent passed from infection from fibers in the lung. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll definitely wear the mask from now on. I did not have a mask on, but I will put one on now. Thank you for letting me know that. All right, we are going to jump down. We have Pat Montgomery with a $10 super chat towards some more insulation. Thank you so much, Pat. That's very sweet. Thank you, thank you. And Kathy Palmer with a $50 super chat. Help with whatever you need. I love your cabin. Thank you so much. And that will probably just go through insulation also. I had a Buy Me a Coffee. I have this little app called Buy Me a Coffee, and I think the link's in the descriptions of my videos. And I've never used it or gotten it, you know. And I get a notification one day. I guess it's maybe been a couple weeks ago, and it's like, somebody bought you a coffee. And I'm like, oh. And so I looked at it, and somebody sent me to get the first 2 bags of insulation. So I got those, and that's what I'm putting up on the walls now. So to that person, thank you, thank you, thank you, and I appreciate it. And to you ladies, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It will make getting more insulation easier. Thank you, Hallbarker, Vicky. Thank you. Hey, back to good. Out and about with M&D is $3.50. Oh wow, thank you. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Gotta go, says Godzilla. Susanna. God bless you. Love you. Stay warm. I will. Thank you. You too. I appreciate it. Can you hook up your fireplace yet? Says Karen Breast. Not yet. Not yet. I am working on the insulation now, and then I have to build the wood hearth for the wood stove. I have to build a little stand. I mean, it's either going to be 2x4 or 2x6 on the floor. I have to go underneath and block up underneath just to provide extra blocking, extra support under there for the weight of the wood stove. And then I have to cover that with Durock, tile, rocks, whatever I decide to put on it, and thin set and all that good stuff. Then I have to put the chimney in and, you know, do all that stuff. So it's going to be a little while before I have the wood stove operational, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Got to go see about the animals, says Christy Betts. All right, you have a good week. I have lumber for wall. Are you tongue and groove the edges? If so, do you think about doing shiplap instead? Easier install and cheaper. I am going to do shiplap. I did tongue and groove on the floor, and just ask Mike from DD5 and Joel from Making It Home. It was a bear. It was a bear. We will not be doing tongue and groove for the walls. After watching what those poor guys went through trying to get this tongue and groove on this floor, there is no way I was doing tongue and groove on the walls. Besides, I like the look of shiplap anyway, and I always kind of plan on doing shiplap on the walls. So yes, walls will definitely be shiplap. I'm going to get a or they may just be they may just butt together, but it depends on how much time I have for this to dry before I'm ready to put it on the wall. It will probably be shiplap, but you know, I've got to plane it. I've got to edge it. I've got to put the shiplap in it, cut the shiplap groove on every single board on both sides. So I do have a router bit that I need to get, and that will allow me. I'm watching a channel now who John Clausen turned me on to, and I went and looked at their video about what they did with theirs, because they did the exact same thing. Fresh sawn lumber and pine. I think they're using pine also, and they did their shiplap. They did some of it just butted together. They did their shiplap themselves when they did their shiplap. And, you know, he talked about how the different ways of doing it and what worked best for him. And so, yeah, I'm definitely taking all those resources into account. But yeah, it'll be shiplap on the walls. Open the boxes, please. Okay. Let me see. Let me find my utility knife is down here on the floor. Just 1 second. Okay. Ta-da! Because I was cutting insulation, you know. Okay. Let's see. Oh, goodness gracious. There we go. Hopefully it's nothing that's going to fall out of here, because I got it sideways right now. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Wow. Wow. Goodness. All right, y'all. I know what it, well, I knew what it was anyway, I guess. The person that sent it to me told me. But it's a surprise for you. This, is a vent fan that is thermostatically controlled for humidity. This will go up in my gable end peak. It will go in the living room gable end peak. And so when the humidity gets too much, or when it gets too hot up there at the gable end, because, you know, heat rises, then these open up some, you know, depending on how much it's using. And this big old fan here blows that out. Blows it out. And these keep any, you know, bugs or wasps or whatever from, you know, coming in. And with me being in wasp area, there is some little crack openings right here on the corners that I will probably silicone, just because, yeah, we don't want those problems. But these will open up, and there is a screen on the back that'll keep anything from getting through, and a screen on the front here that'll keep anything from getting through. And these they'll open up and let the air flow, and that'll keep me from having too much humidity and heat sitting up there. Now I do plan on putting a ceiling fan up there to help bring that heat back down. This I'm not going to open up because this is my sink, and I'm not opening that box right now. The other one I'll have to run over here and grab. So give me just a second. I'm going to scooch back a little bit. Oh, goodness gracious. This one says what it is. So, oh, it's heavy. There it is. Ta-da! This is a section. I'm going to sit it over here to the side because you can see it right here. Oh, goodness. That is a section of my chimney pipe for outside. And so one down and 3 or 4 more to go. I'm not positive yet how much chimney pipe I'm going to have for the outside. When I get the hearth done and get the wood stove put into place and get the interior pipe in, then I'll know how to where and how high that's going to be, and then I'll have to measure on the outside to know exactly how much of this kind of pipe I'm going to need. So I figure I'll get 4 maps. I will get a total of 4 now, so 3 more of these, and then if I need a 5th one, I'll get it when I find out how much I need. Outside or through the wall or ceiling, says James Hall. Through the wall. It is going to go through the wall. So it will go up from the wood stove into the wall. I have a through the wall kit that I bought at Tractor Supply, and it has the triple wall that goes through the wall, and that's insulated and all that stuff. And then it's got the outside pieces. It's got a T that's got a clean out on it, and the brackets and braces, and the little braces that go around these to hold it to the side of the wall. And so the only things I need to get left for the wood stove to work is I need to get 3 more of these, and then a roof bracket, I guess. But there may be a way for me to figure out the roof bracket without buying something, because they want $100 for those. So I may be able to find a DIY way of doing that. So we will see. We'll see. Freedom Redbird says that all the time I ain't got one of those. Shim Shim Cherie, says Melody. Everybody's saying awesome. Thank you. Hey, Sharon Mary, how are you? Welcome back, girl. 10 minutes, says Paul Honeyman. That's right, 10 minutes, and then we'll jump over to 3 Mississippi. Because you know what? It's family night. Start out with our mountain home, come over here to Possum Run Homestead, then to 3 Mississippi. Then there's a few different people that do 7 o'clocks, but full blown country, Pretty and Pooch. And then does theirs at 7. 8 o'clock is MT Homestead, Mike and Terry, and 9 o'clock is Brian Vineyard Farmhouse, and 10 o'clock is Peter Old Man King Homestead. So full lineup on Wednesday nights. No, Paul. He has been working his butt off only so many hours in the day. All right, I gotta go up into chat. Have you been hanging out with Brenda? Rachel. Hey, Debbie. Hi, MamaV. Love your new floors. Beautiful. Love you and your channel. Thank you very much, Debbie. Sean, she says Sean Slow. Wow, you're going to love that. Oh yeah, that's going to be an awesome addition to the cabin. The vent thing up there in the roof, being able to have some airflow out of here for the heat that collects up there that can't be pushed down or that isn't pushed down. It'll keep the humidity levels good in here, and yeah, that'll be awesome. And of course, yeah, this is awesome too. I ain't got one of those. Oh, back to good. That's why she says, oh, that's great. I ain't got one of those. It's going to be a wee bit before I need one, though. North Texas, says James Hall. Yeah. Yes, it's an awesome vent fan. And for the vent fan and for the pipe, I want to thank Louie's mama. And I think you all know who that is, because these came from her. All right, y'all. I guess we're going to hit and wrap it up here in a second. Cat's meowing for her dinner. Oh, goodness. Yep, Diana. But it is friendly night, so jump over and C3 Mississippi. Tiny Steady. All right, y'all. I am going to get going. Everybody have a great week. Keep your thoughts and prayers for everybody in North Carolina, for those dealing with all of this stuff and now the snow on top of it. Have a good heart and do your best. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I got more installation to hang and supper to eat. So we'll see you later. See you on the next one. Love y'all. God bless.